How many of them have joined? Good afternoon, students. I feel I am audible. I am visible, I know, but I feel in the same time I must be audible to all of you. Okay, good afternoon, Alka. Good afternoon, Bharat, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, Rajlakshmi, Asmita, everyone. Good afternoon. Now, last day we completed the chapter The Enemy. Today we are going to start chapter number 5 from Vistas, and that is the name I have already written in the board. Should wizard hit mummy? Should wizard hit mummy? Okay, that today we are going to start. I can tell you page number 48 of Vistas. Just open page number. Yes, yes, Jibonangsu, I will be coming with the meaning of wizard. I know that I like the most. That you are the only student who asks question. Okay, that's very nice. Yes, but a wizard means magician. Jibonangsu, have you understood? Wizard means magician. Have you seen any magician showing magic? Have you seen any magic? Okay, so beforehand, should wizard hit mummy? Here mummy means mother and wizard is magician. Okay, written by John Updike. It's John Hoyer Updike, H-O-Y-E-R. John Hoyer Updike was born in the year 1932 and died in 2009, and Updike was a very prominent American writer, American novelist. In his novel, we can come across the conflict of the middle class American. In his novel written by Updike, in other novels, actually we find that middle class, the conflict of middle class American. So here what the story is all about. Yes, I will tell the story in a nutshell before I should start reading the story. Beforehand, I just want to read, before you read, that the 2 lines that is there in your book. That here is a story about the world view of a little child and the difficult moral questions he raises during the story session with her father. It's a very nice story. Now, what about that? The theme of the story is that children are very inquisitive. Inquisitive means they always want to ask questions to the elders. They want to know different things, whatever is told to them, and they are very curious. This is their very they have lots of curiosity, and this is known as inquisitive nature. The children, I feel you are also belong to that children category, isn't it? You are mere the student of class 12. You are also children, so you must be very much inquisitive, as we found Jibonangsu always asks question. This is very nice. You know, you should, other students should learn something from Jibonangsu, that you should also ask question, whatever. So the story is about that inquisitive nature, and what is that the moral question that the child asks to our parents, and how the child answers these. Now let me tell the story in a nutshell, that what we are going to read in this chapter, that is should wizard hit mummy. Here should wizard is the magician. Now here the character we will meet in that story, Jack is the main character. Okay, Claire, his wife, then Joanne, his 4 years old daughter, and Joanne's brother, 2 years old child. Apart from these, we will meet animal character Roger Skunk. Skunk is a squirrel-like animal of American of North America, and another characteristics of that skunk, that from its body a bad smell comes all the time. Okay, so Roger Skunk is a creature that we will read the story. He is also one of the character in that story. is a creature and his mother. Here the mummy that comes in the title, that Sood wizard hit mummy, that mummy is the mummy of Roger Skunk. Roger Skunk. Now the question actually has come to that girl's mind whether Roger Skunk, whether the magician should hit Roger Skunk mummy or not. But why? Let me tell you. The Jack, he is a 32 years old man, that he has a habit that every evening and every Saturday afternoon when he stays at home, he tells a story to his daughter. Now this habit, this custom of telling the story had started 2 years back when Joe, his daughter, full name Joanne, here Joe is a nickname, the Joe, when Jack actually started this custom of telling the story to Joe when Joe was 2 years old, that in the Saturday afternoon Jack used to tell the story to Joe, and listening this story Joe actually fell asleep, and in the evening time also, in every evening also, father used to tell story. I feel you must have heard this type of story from your parents, from your father when you were a little boy or little girl. Okay, this is a very fantastic experience of listening story from parents, from grandfather, from grandmother, especially from grandmother and mother. Sometimes father also tells stories. So here Jack, we will see that Jack, the father, generally tells a story on every evening and Saturday afternoons. Now the every story, every day, every evening, if somebody is telling a story to his child, so it's a very tough job, you know, it's a very tough job. So Joe, actually the story, the baseline of the story was same. The story was about a creature, and the creature's name was Roger. Sometimes it is about a fish, sometimes it's about a squirrel, sometimes it's about a chipmunk. Chipmunk is also a North American creature, okay, chipmunk. But all these character is having the same name, that is Roger, okay. The same name, the baseline of the story was same. Means every day Jack used to tell the story to his daughter of a Roger. Animal is different in a different story. Sometimes it's Roger fish, sometimes it's Roger squirrel, sometimes it's Roger chipmunk, and the Roger, that creature, he suffers a problem. Every story he suffers a problem. To solve the problem, Roger goes to an enormous owl, because we know among the creature it is supposed that owl is very intelligent. Wise owl. Owl is very intelligent. So to solve the problem, Jack goes to an enormous owl who sits at the tiptoe of a tree. Tiptoe means at the topmost branch of a tree. Now the owl every time suggests that Roger creature, Roger animal, I told you that sometimes it's fish, it's chipmunk, it's squirrel, that to go to a wizard, to a magician to solve the problem. Then Roger animal, just after crossing a small river, he goes to meet with that wizard or you know, the magician, and the magician solves his problem. After solving the problem, Roger comes back in the woodland where he plays with the friend. He becomes very happy, and in the evening he goes back to her mother and he listens the, you know, train whistle, that, and by this train his father, Roger's father, comes from Boston. This is the story all about. Now here Jack will tell a story to, this is the more or less this is the story, means every day Jack tells such a story to his daughter. Now here in this story the father asks the daughter that what would be about today's story, means actually you want to listen a story today, but today who will be the hero of that story? Now at this Joe told her father that I want to listen a story about skunk. Now skunk, I told you, a creature who actually emits or a bad smell comes from its body. So Jack actually was surprised that where from the little daughter had heard this creature, and he was sure that probably he had learned it from her school, whatever. Now Jack here started to tell the story about Roger, about skunk, and here also his name was Roger Skunk. Now, like every story, Roger Skunk is having a problem. What was his problem? That whenever he goes to the woodland and tries to play with other woodland creatures, everybody runs away from Roger Skunk because of his bad smell. So Roger starts to cry that why he should actually he feels very alone because nobody wants to play with him because of his bad smell, and he becomes very sorry. Now he starts to cry. Then to solve the problem, like all the other story, Roger Skunk goes to the wise owl, and the owl looked very thoughtful, and owl actually the wise owl started to think and think and think. Then ultimately the owl suggested Roger Skunk to go to the wizard. Now Roger Skunk goes to the wizard. Here I can show you before the story that this is the owl. This is a picture of the owl that Roger Skunk goes. Okay, this is a picture of the owl. Roger Skunk goes to solve the problem, and the owl suggests him, like every story, to go to a wizard. Here is a wizard. I can tell you this is the magician, and Roger Skunk goes to the wizard. The wizard was an old tiny man. Tiny means smaller than small, very little man, and he wears a pointed hat on his head. Okay, pointed hat on his head, and he is having a long white beard. This is the wizard. Now when Roger Skunk went to meet the wizard came out. Roger Skunk went there and knocked his door, and the wizard came out, and coming out the wizard also felt, oh, you are smelling very bad, don't come near me. Then Roger Skunk told his problem to the magician. Then the magician had taken Roger into his room, and the magician had taken a magic wand. That is, in Bengali this is known as jadu kathi, jadu dondo, jadu kathi. This is magic wand, and with that help of magic wand, the magician asked Roger Skunk that which fragrance do you want to have. At this, Roger Skunk told that I want to smell like roses. Then actually the wizard hit Roger Skunk on his head by that magic wand, and immediately the bad smell changes to the fragrance of roses. Now Roger Skunk very happy because from his body fragrance of roses was coming out, and he became very happy. Now immediately he came back to that woodland, and he saw now everybody was interested to play with him because he was no longer no bad smell was coming from his body, rather a fragrance of roses was coming from his body. So everybody played with him, and Roger Skunk was also very happy, and in the evening he went to his mother. But after going to his mother at his home, her mother got the smell of that fragrance, got the fragrance of roses, and her mother asked Roger, where from you got this fragrance of roses? Why fragrance of roses was coming out from your body? Then Roger Skunk told her mother that I went to the wizard, I went to the magician, and the magician had changed this to the fragrance of roses. At these, Roger Skunk's mother became very angry. She told Roger Skunk that why you have changed this? Because the bad smell is the identity of our community, okay, the identity of our species. This is the real identity of a skunk. So you must have that bad smell comes out from your body. You must not change it to other fragrance. And Roger Skunk's mother told Roger that immediately you just take me to the wizard, because I don't know where the wizard lives. So you take me to the wizard. And Roger Skunk was forced to take her mother to the wizard. So Roger Skunk had to take her mother to the wizard, and Roger Skunk's mother had taken an umbrella with her when she went to meet with the wizard. and Roger Skunk again went to the wizard and knocked the wizard's door, and the wizard came out, and immediately Roger Skunk's mother hit the wizard with the umbrella on his head. Okay, hit the umbrella on his head. Now the wizard was very gentle man. He told, why you have hit me? Then Roger Skunk's mother told, you must change my son's fragrance to that bad smell as he had. So wizard had changed the bad smell. So far, when Father Jack had told this to the story to daughter Jo, Jo did not like this. Now Jo insisted her father that no, you must tell that the wizard had hit Roger Skunk's mummy also. Why Roger Skunk's mother hit why Roger Skunk's mother should hit the wizard? Because what the wizard had done, it is good for Roger Skunk, because beforehand nobody wanted to play with him, but as soon as his bad smell has changed to the fragrance of roses, then everybody wanted to play with him. So what is the problem? What the wizard had done, he had done a right job for Roger Skunk, but the mother did not agree to this. So here the little daughter Jo wanted to have the ending of the story such a way that and he was insisted to her father that you tell that on the exchange when Roger Skunk's mother had hit the wizard with the umbrella, you tell me that the wizard also had hit with the mother. And here is the title, that should wizard hit mummy. Understand the title? This is the story behind such a title, that here the mummy, I told, the mummy of Roger Skunk, okay, who had actually hit the wizard for changing the fragrance, changing the smell of her son. Okay. Now here Jo insisted her father that you must tell that the wizard also hit Roger Skunk's mother. But the father told, no, this is my story, I am not going to tell the story, I am not going to end the story in such a way, and the girl was very much unhappy. Now father actually went out of that room, and the girl did not fall asleep, and the father went downstairs, and going downstairs, see actually the father means Jack could listen that the girl did not fell asleep, and the girl was roaming in that room. He could, the father could listen the sound of footsteps. Then father became very angry with the daughter, and he just shouted, and the daughter actually lied down in the bed. And after going there, Jack saw that his wife, who was also pregnant, that she was painting the wooden furniture in the room, and Jack now thought that yes, actually he must help Claire, C-L-A-R-E, Claire, to help her with the painting. And the wife also expected that her husband would come near her to help her in painting the wooden furniture. But Jack told, yes, it was a long story and I was busy to tell the story to the daughter. And in such a way, Jack also, and here Jack was also not satisfied with the daughter, because the daughter insisted, daughter was not happy after listening the story. Here wife was also not happy, because why Jack did not come and help her. In such a way, Jack also did, Jack's feeling, Jack was also very much sorry, and the story ends with that line that I want to tell you, that here, that yes, that he felt caught in an ugly middle position. This is towards the end this line was, the Jack felt he was caught in an ugly middle position. What does it mean? Ugly middle position means, on the one hand it was his daughter, the 4-year-old Jo, and Jo was unhappy after listening the story. She was not happy with the such ending of that story. On the other hand, it was Jack's wife, who expected that Jack should come to her to help her in painting the wooden furniture, but Jack could not come to her as he was telling the story to his daughter, and in such a way the story comes to an end. Have you understood? This is the story in a nutshell, and I am telling you exactly the thing we are going to read. Now tell me, anyone, have you understood the story? Means what I told? This is a nice story. It's a very simple one, And I feel that, yes, okay, thank you that you have written. Now let's start. Still we are having 10 minutes time left. So this is the story all about. It's a nice story. Now just page number 48. We are starting Pseudo-Wizard Hit Mummy chapter number 5. Here, before we read that, here again I am telling that here is a story about the world view of a little child. So by this time we know the little child is Joe, the 4-year-old daughter of Jack, and the difficult moral questions he raises during the story session with her father. Story session means it is Jack, her father, who always used to tell her a story in every evening and every Saturday afternoon. So let's start. In the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter Joe a story out of his head. In every evenings, probably Jack, after coming home from his work, every evening Jack tells his story to his daughter. And for Saturday naps means short sleep during afternoon. Naps means short sleep during, yes, great. Jivanangsu had already asked this question. Yes, Jivanangsu. Nap means short sleep during afternoon. Saturday naps means every Saturday afternoon the girl used to sleep. Okay, used to sleep. This is nap means short sleep during daytime, during afternoon time. So for Saturday naps like today's, so that day was Saturday. Today, though today is Thursday, but the story as it is written, that day was Saturday. So question may come that on which day Jack was telling the story to Joe, and the answer would be Saturday. But like Saturday nap, so today was Saturday and Jack was telling the story in the afternoon. Jack told his daughter Joe a story out of his head, and Jack, as custom, told a story. This custom began, custom means rituals. Here the habit, this habit. What is this habit? Of telling the story of the to the daughter. This custom began when she was 2. She means Joe, the daughter. When she was 2, this custom of telling the story has started. Was itself now nearly 2 years old. Means the custom has become 2 years. Means when the girl was 2 years old, the custom was started and the custom has become 2 years. Means the girl is here 4 years old and his head felt empty. His head means Jack's head, as if his head becomes, as if he felt that his head become empty, because it is very tough to tell a story every day, okay, from his mind. So Jack felt that his head become empty. Each new story was a slight variation of a basic tale. This is important. Each new story is having a basic tale, means base of the story was the same, but there is a slight variation. A small creature, usually named Roger. Here all the story is all about a small creature, Roger. So all the story was something of fable. You know fable, you must have heard what is fable. Do you know what is fable? Fable is a story where all the creatures act like human being. They can walk, they can talk, they can eat everything, okay. So fable. So here Jack used to tell them a Jack used to tell Joe, his daughter, a fable. And each fable, the story, the baseline of the story was same, but there is a little variation. Variation means there is a little different there between that two stories, among all the stories. A small creature usually named Roger. Here in the bracket it's written Roger Fish, Roger Squirrel, Roger Chipmunk, that I told that sometimes it's Roger Fish, sometimes it's story about Roger Squirrel, sometimes it's Roger Chipmunk. Chipmunk is a small North American animal of squirrel family. Understood, Jivanangsu? Chipmunk is a squirrel-like animal that we can find in North America. Okay, Chipmunk is also a squirrel-like animal that we can find in North America. So sometimes it's about Roger Fish, sometimes it's about Roger Squirrel, sometimes it's about Roger Chipmunk. Had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. Means every story, the creature, Roger's creature is having a problem, and every story, Roger's creature went to an enormous owl. The old owl, the owl told him to go to the wizard, and the wizard performed a magic spell that solved the problem demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number that Roger creature had, but in the same breath directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. Yes, that I forgot to tell you. That every story, when Roger suffers from a problem, Roger goes to the owl and the owl suggested him to go to the wizard. Then Roger goes to the wizard and the problem is solved. After solving the problem, the wizard asked for his payment, and the amount, penny, you know, the currency of America. That penny, when you know, no, the currency of America is dollar. The penny is a part of their currency. Okay. So here, when Roger the wizard asks pennies for as his charge. Okay. Then Roger did not have that penny with him. Then the wizard told the creature that you go to that place, you will get that extra penny. And the creature Roger, he actually he listened to that advice of the wizard, and he goes to that place and he earns that extra penny and he gives to the wizard. Okay. Then Roger was so happy, he played many games with other creatures and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy home from Boston. So as soon as the problem is solved, as soon as Roger has gave the payment to the wizard, then Roger came back. He became very happy. He played with the other woodland creature, and in the evening he comes home and he listens then the whistle of train, and mother has told him, means Roger's mother had told that the train actually brings your father from Boston. Jack described their supper, and then Jack told that supper means dinner. Then father told what they had eaten in that supper and the dinner, and the story was over, and the story comes to an end. Means this is the general way. This is every story is having such a baseline. Working his way through this scheme was especially fatiguing on Saturday. Working his way through this scheme. So actually this is the process, this is the way, this is the method of creating a story, and was especially fatiguing. Fatiguing means tiring, boring, and this process of telling a story is getting very tiring, very boring on Saturday, because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore. Because when Joe was 2 years old, Boston is the name of a place in America. Jibonangsu, Boston is the name of a place, as Bardhaman is the name of a place, Boston is the name of a place. Okay. Okay. So fatiguing, and father found that this custom of telling the story, it is very boring, and because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore. When Joe was only 2 years old, then she used to fall asleep, but now as she has gone 4 years old, she did not fall asleep. And knowing this method was right seemed futile. Here RITE, right means a ceremony, a religious ceremony, and seemed futile. Futile means resultless. So father knew that this custom of telling the story has become resultless now, because why father has started this custom? Only to make his daughter feel sleepy, but the daughter is no longer falls asleep when after listening the story. So this custom of telling the story doesn't work, especially in the Saturday afternoon. That father knew it, and that is why she knew that this custom has become futile. Futile means resultless. Understood? Today up to this, in our next class we will continue where from we are living it today. So till then, it's goodbye from my side.